All right, so back to this. And again, the MC saying, did you want me to ask something else? That makes me think, again, it's not even about clicking him on time. It's just the order in which you answer, which makes me think that none of these conversation topics actually matter if they're all just placeholders for the words that are basically a kill switch. No, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with small talking. I'm not going to judge you based on the questions you ask. And again, none of them were interesting. So that's why I picked. Now, what are my hobbies? Yama taps table repeatedly for a moment. And this is getting her to think. That's the thing. Because again, we know apparently she doesn't remember her past life or whatever. So we're getting her to think. We're helping both the MC and her. If you ask my parents, they probably say managing the family business. She's not doing that shit. Like, no. A, how old is she? B, she's just not doing it. That's a blatant lie. I'd rather not talk about right now. Okay, yet another wink. And what answer would I get if I asked you? I do lots of things. These days, it seems like I get endless free time. God, I wish. Let's say I'm the best or even remotely decent at them. I play a couple of instruments. I do some photography. I also play sport, but I'm not very good at it. What sport? So you're a musician then. Okay. Calling me a musician is a bit of a stretch. Like, you ignore the R2 things you did. Mainly do that for fun or when you want to learn a song to sing. Trust me when I say that. You do not want to hear me sing. That makes me think that, maybe it's she was the one who was what's it called, had to listen to this in private like audio file, but again, can't access it anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's photography. I usually take photos of scenery, landscapes, views from the top of tall buildings, or just Mother Nature herself. I bring my camera to school to take pictures, but I'm not allowed to because it's very expensive. Someone's told, let's just say, it won't be good for anyone. I don't mind that anyway, seeing as there's nothing really exceptional to take pictures here. And what about the sport you play? I'd rather not discuss that. It's pretty embarrassing. Okay, it's gonna be, here's the thing, it's gonna be either some completely stupid sport. So, or well, no, I shouldn't say that, because it's gonna be like, honestly, I can see it being like some sort of martial arts, like some like sort of like, what's it called? Some more like masculine type sport. And since she's more similar to Yuri, she wouldn't be like comfortable sharing that. So that's my best guess. But again, we'll see. You'll understand. We all keep things hidden. I'll tell you that it involves water. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so that actually narrows it down a lot. Let's see. Let's actually try and guess this. Okay, so I can see it being like fucking underwater hockey. I can see it being that. How come you don't want to talk about your family business? I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Brings income. I just don't want to become the heir to something like that. Fucking drug empire? What are you talking about? What is that exactly? It's a really unethical business involving institutes and industries in the area, like actual drug traffickers, one of which includes certain academic places. Like this one? Let's not discuss this further. Okay, so we got more info. So that was definitely probably the most interesting of the other four. How'd you become a school leader? We know just her parents' favorite color. That's stupid question. And then yeah, what was the last one? Jesus, I can't even see that. So like it was, yeah, I can't even remember. Or it was oh my god, why can't I remember? Okay, what are clubs? Yeah, and all of those are like, not all of these are just surface level, but we ended up clicking the top one, which was the start of that phrase. And again, we know she had like some sort of physical impact by it, so, or at least by our question. So that's making me think it's just the order. I think I've already divulged too much about it anyway. Is there anything else you want to know? Well, oh my god, so it is just the order. It is just the order. So yeah, those words were literally just placeholders for the order you ask these questions in. So are we going to be able to ask every single question, like regardless of the order? And yeah, it's just the place. These really are just placeholders. Let's see what happens if we do the second one. Yeah, let's see what happens if we do the second one. I just want to confirm this because again, she had like a physical impact from the first one. So I want to do this second one just to confirm. I became a school leader. Oh, guess not. Hold on. Let's shoot. Where were we? Oh, god damn it. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I want to see it. What is the order? Because clearly the first one was right. Oh my god, I didn't shoot. Jesus Christ. let's go here. So what is the order? We learned the order here, right? Yeah, so animam omissit invenient requiem. So omissit's the second one. So we ended up getting the first one right in terms of the placeholder. So animam omissit. Okay, so it's the last one. Oh my God. So we're going with the last one then. What other clubs? That's actually probably the second most interesting question. Yeah, so this is the one that's going to have an impact, supposedly. Same scene that I just seen repeats itself. So yeah, we know that's the case. Yami looks like she was in pain for just a moment. I'm not sure if she realizes or if she's just hiding it. Yami, are you? I have to answer this question first. Just give me a second to think about the answer. Some clubs tried to get me to join them. I mostly rejected them. There was one club I was seriously thinking about joining. What was it? Okay, you're going to think I'm crazy when I tell you. Okay, let's see how stupid this club is. So at the very least, promise not to look like you're judging me. I promise I won't judge you. It's a rather recently created club. It's called the Rebirth Club. And you only heard about it through some kind of rumor. Some students are talking about, mentioning how ridiculous it was. Damn, actual cult. Naturally, as someone with curious mind, I wanted to check it out. There were no flyers around the place. They're asking, or anyone asking people to join it? None at all. It's just a pretty small club. When I went to one of their get-togethers, I felt almost entranced. Like this club was calling me. Then why'd you join ours? Like, what was the club actually about? It was about reincarnation. Reincarnation, a club like that actually got formed. It's not like the school was tough restrictions on the founding of clubs. Damn, they might want to crack down on that. Do you believe reincarnation is real, Yame? Is that what you decide to seriously consider? Maybe she herself is one. We'll see. I didn't know what to feel. Members of the club, all four of them, said they all believe that they're reincarnated. Is it literally just the reincarnation of the literature club? Like, is that what it is? They just can't remember their memories. That's probably the case. Okay, so what? Okay, we've got the main four, right? We've got the four girls, Monica, Sayori, Yuri, Natsuki, right? Sayori, not Monica, no idea what's going on with them. Also including the MC. Now we have Ayami. Now we have the mysterious man. Now we have supposedly the reincarnation of all four girls. I have no idea what's happening. I don't know why, but it just felt like I belonged there. What if they were just messing with you? If they were just messing with me, then I guess I'm a fool. That doesn't matter now anyways. Join the Lurch Club, not this rebirth thing. It's quite a change from reincarnation to basically books. Anyone from the club was here. They probably get a lecture for calling literature just books. Hey, it's like probably a lot of people in the Literature Club would believe that too. Can't imagine what your reason for that is. I don't know myself. I suppose I just felt more of a connection here. Interesting, which doesn't make any sense since I barely know all of you. I don't know why I felt so compelled to join the club. I'm going to see it through no matter what. I'm glad to hear that, Yami. Promise we're better than some kind of reincarnation club. We'll see about that, won't we? Is there anything else? And this one, we can't. Here's the thing. Since I figured that out, we can't pick the right one or else, then we'll be left with the last option and then she'll die, presumably, because I'm assuming it's like a kill switch. So let's see. It is Invenient. So we need to pick a Requiem. So yeah, we need to pick a Requiem. So in order to not kill her. So let's see. Yeah, where's okay, Requiem's the second one. So if we end up picking what's your favorite color, then she dies, presumably. But if we pick this, yeah, so this one's Requiem because it's Amethyst, whatever Requiem. But since Requiem's the fourth one, so if we pick this as the third, then that all makes means pick this as the fourth, she dies. So if we pick this now, we're good. How I became a school leader. Okay, so she survived. Let's see. Why? Do you want to know so you become one? And again, I just wanted to confirm that this was what was going on with that second choice. But since, again, we went 1, 2, 4, 3, then she's fine or she's saved. Why? Do you want to know so you can become one? Not really. I don't have an interest in that kind of thing. I feel like managing people just isn't for me. It's a fair enough reason. It's definitely not a job for everyone. Still difficulties and complications. For example, in my position, you have to take the input of your student body. The student body is filled with lots of different people. Each of them may have their own views on a topic. It's only inevitable that they would have conflicting views with each other. You have to manage which input sounds reasonable and which to discard. So basically just pick what you want, and then there's going to be a crowd of people that are for it. Because of the nature of that, you always get people that are unhappy with the outcome. Keeping people happy is difficult. Reaching a suitable compromise can be complicated. So how I became a leader just sort of happened. You're just given the position. Is that it? Pretty much. I didn't sign up for it out on my own volition. Parents were pretty much pushing me into it despite my objections. I was, I guess you could say, trained in a way. I had to take class outside school and go to conferences to be a better leader. I guess over time, I couldn't tell whether I actually wanted to be a leader or whether it was my parents' influence on me. What do you think right now? Is this what you want? I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. It's just ingrained in me. Like it's a fundamental part of who I am now. And what about the actual process of becoming one? I'm sure it wasn't just like that, was it? Normally there would have been some sort of process, an election of sorts, done through the whole school. You remember those, right? Nope. Vaguely. I don't think we've had any lately, precisely. It's because the whole system is rigged. Yami looks around the room and stops herself. Forget it. Let's just say there haven't been any elections lately. Let's just say that people in power are staying in power. The reason for it is something that doesn't need to be disclosed. Some would say it's unfair, and they might be right. The person is just chosen by school, and they wouldn't really be liked. At least that's how I see it. I don't really know your popularity. Goes to show you how badly the process works. But you can look at it from another side as well. If the student body elected leader was popular, but had none of the necessary skills, it could be a disaster. You may never get a voice as her. That's how you get a cult of personality. Fucking choose someone who has the necessary skills that you know will do a good job. Well, it's sometimes better than a popularity contest. That's my opinion anyway. Yami looks lost in thought for a moment before she smiles at me. Suppose I didn't really answer your question, did I? Well, at least gave you some insight. It's good enough. Is there anything else you want to know? And again, since we went 1, 2, 4, 3 as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4, Yame is saved. We did not complete the ritual. What's your favorite color? This is a very general question. I can't believe you asked something like this. Ending off, saving the best for last. Not that much. Just there are so many better questions. You still gotta answer it, don't you? You're supposed to do. Well, if you really want to know, then I guess I could tell you. It's not some kind of big secret anyway. The answer is that the color purple. Okay, so same as Yuri. I adore the color purple. It reminds me of something dear to me. I was hoping she'd say a color that none of the because obviously, Natsuki's pink, Yuri's purple, Monika's green, Sayori's blue. I was hoping she'd say something like yellow, like something like that. You mind sharing what that is? It's a sentimental thing, so you probably wouldn't get it. Or red. The purple reminds me of my past life for some reason. So she's just aware she has a past life. She just doesn't know anything about it. Your past life? What do you mean? If you know you had a past life, why didn't you join the reincarnation club? My childhood life. Oh, of course. I used to have all these toys, but I fell in love with this purple one. It's like some kind of cute monster thing. Ever since then, purple's been my favorite color. It's pretty fortunate that the school leadership ribbon is purple. I think it suits me very well. Satisfied with that answer? I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that for a favorite color. I thought you would just said a color and be done with it. Mine's blue. Well, it was one of those small talk questions. Mine's blue just because I like the color blue. I have to talk about something else so we can have a decent conversation. You still have that purple toy? Yami bows her head down, sighs. Nope, fortunately not. I left it behind in my past life. Childhood. If that was special to you, why did you willingly leave it behind? Whoever said it willingly. Yami mumbled something under her breath before lifting her head up again. Anyway, that's that question done. I hope you like my answers. Is there anything else you want to know? Well, no, I think that's all I wanted to ask. Okay, now we're to original. So yeah, we didn't follow through with it, but it's good to know that we didn't actually need to click those. They were just placeholders for those questions. So if we would have won 1, 2, 3, 4, presumably something would have happened like a kill switch or some sort. That's what I'm assuming it was, given how the mysterious man described it. But again, we'll see what happens. Maybe we're getting duped by this mysterious man and he's not actually helpful. Then I'll just go back and then kill off Ayame. But again, we'll see. At this point, I trust the mysterious man more than Monica and Sayori, given how secretive they are. But again, we're going to help Ayame so the mysterious man can help her so she can help herself. He'll take care of her while we focus on Sayori and Monica. And obviously, Monica, since we didn't end up activating the kill switch, she's going to be angry or whatever. But that's, again, keeping Ayame alive, sure. Again, she's, I don't know. I feel like if we try to kill her off, that would only anger the mysterious man and make things worse. If we ended up succeeding and following through with that. So, yeah, because here's the thing. If the mysterious man didn't exist, then okay, we just kill off Ayame and then go as normal. But since he exists, if we kill off Ayame, that may anger him and that may create tension between him and the club. But if we just don't do that, then the mysterious man can help Ayame, deal with her, take care of her, right? And then that's solved or taken care of. Even if, Monika's angry at the MC in the process, at least, it's not, there isn't tension between the club and the mysterious man. Only 4 actual questions, huh? That's one more than I asked. Not that I'm complaining. In fact, I'm surprised you didn't have more questions. You barely know a thing about me, but I've got you all scooped out. Emphasis on you. I guess us, maybe the player. I don't know. At this point, stop caring. I just want the MC to get sentient. But yeah, to be fair, the MC asked stupid questions. But again, we know the real purpose of those questions were placements for those words. You've got me scoped out. Yeah, it means I know a lot of things about you, all right. From what I've read in years, Joan, from what you've told me just now, there's more to me than you might know, Yami. It may not look like it, but I do have some more things that aren't too obvious. Oh, and how do you know I don't know about those? Because you just don't. You wouldn't. There are things about you that other people don't know. If you've given off no indication and you haven't told anyone else, then you can't possibly know. It's a physical impossibility. I didn't get everything from Yuri's journal, There are some things I found out myself. not just about you, but our people too, including those from the club. You're like stalk us or something? Is that, I don't know, kind of creepy? Is that part of your responsibility as a leader? I'm not stalking you guys or anything. Definitely it's not a stalker. That's just that's something a stalker would say though. I just happen to have the skills one. It's like, oh no, yeah, like that sounds like the exact thing a stalker would say. It's like, no, I'm not a stalker. I just have the skills of one. Right. I'll take that as some sort of joke. Haha, you can laugh. Anyway, thank you for your time. Probably won't bother you for the rest of the day until your club meeting. I'll be sure to bring the gifts I brought for you all. I can't wait. Are they fucking bombs? Is that why we need to kill off a Yame? I don't know. For you to come to the club, that is not the gifts. Nice save. Save? Thanks for letting me know. And the world didn't distort after that. Yame stands up and happily offers me her hand. Stared at it for a moment, turned my attention to her. It's called a handshake. Ever heard of one? No, I have. It's just I stand up and take her hand. She placed a tight grip on mine before shaking it. Why? It is kind of odd, isn't it? I guess it's a habit I got into. Does the MC not do handshakes? Like, I thought he was like having a revelation, but he's just legitimately confused. You don't blame my parents for that. There was nothing else. I guess I'll see you soon. Yamamoto draws her hand, begins to walk away. She seemed to be at loss of thought. She exited the room. Did it really impact her that much? Guess we'll see. At least we didn't fucking kill her. As I sit back down, I come to a realization. Yami doesn't know where the mean is, especially since it's in a different room today. She'll figure it out. She's smart. Maybe I should have said something before she left. Shouldn't be thinking about it too much. Still have a script to read after all. Okay, it's time to go to the rehearsal, so we're playing a couple hours. So we didn't activate the kill switch. Let's see what happens. I still find it hard to believe we're doing this. I don't know if this time we have is enough. Zero seemed confident that we do fine, so I guess I'll hold on to that hope. The other room making all the costumes and props lined up on some of the desks. We didn't expect this much stuff for a play we're not even sure is going to go well. Zero really went all out. Hey, you're the first one here. I hope you're as ready as I am, because this play is going to be so much fun. I don't think anyone's ready as you are, Sayori. And also, what's interesting is Sayori isn't aware of Monika's plan. Like, if Sayori was aware of Monika's plan, okay, I'd be more willing to go through with it. But because they've been so goddamn secretive, both Sayori and Monika, she's not aware of her plan. Like, she's not aware that we're supposed to say these 4 words to activate a kill switch in Ayami. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. Maybe we should have followed through, but yeah, it was inciting physical pain. So it was, and given what the mysterious man, it just made me think it was straight up a kill switch. That's what I was thinking. This is what I was thinking. But again, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We chose the path of not doing that, and we'll see what happens. I think you're probably the most excited about this whole thing. Are you telling me you aren't? I wouldn't say excited is the right word, but I'm ready to get this over with. I've put all I've got into this, or you can trust me on that. I hope you do. This play is going to be incredible. Going to end it all on a high note. You mean we, right? As in we are going to end it all on high note. Sayori ignores my correction and instead moves towards the door. I have no idea what's going on. I think I see Yuri coming. Sayori opens the door and Yuri steps inside the room. She looks around, notices the assortment of stuff lying around. I have to say, I was not expecting this much stuff in that box Aaron brought in. And again, also what's interesting is that what was the conversation that Yuri and Natsuki had? Like, that would be pretty interesting. You really dedicate yourself to this one play, haven't you, Sayori? It's for you guys, after all. I do anything to make sure you all got what you deserved. Even looking over the script, it seems so well made. And you managed to do all of that in such short notice. Kind of makes me believe that you're some sort of miracle worker. That's literally the case. Like you say, I've dedicated myself to this play, and I want it to be fun for everyone. How'd you even do that? Natsuki suddenly burst into the room. If I could do my assignments all in the last minute like you can write a script, let's just say my life would be a lot easier. Hey, the script wasn't really last minute. I had a couple of days to do it, which is plenty of time. That seems rather last minute to me, especially considering how long it usually takes to write a script. Not like I know how long a script actually takes, right? I've never done one before. Though I'd imagine knowing all of the source material helps. Anyway, I'm glad you remembered. We are meeting here, Natsuki. Why wouldn't I remember? It was a pretty weird thing to suddenly tell us this morning. Is everyone here all right? Not yet. Still waiting on Monika. And potentially, don't forget Ayame. She said she was coming to this, wasn't she? Right. I can't wait to meet her for the first time. So that's interesting because here's the thing. Monika, if it was just straight up a kill switch, because it seemed to induce physical pain in Ayame. So it makes me think it was just straight up a kill switch. Because, like, here's the thing. She doesn't have any memories. Like, she doesn't have memories of her past life from her past world, as the mysterious man said. So that's making me think that, yeah, I mean, there's not really much we can take away from her besides ending her life. So that's when, so she's probably going to show up, and Monika's going to be surprised as fuck seeing that the MC didn't say the 4 magic words to activate the kill switch or whatever. I'm sure you two will become fast friends. She's quite eccentric, but I think that's a good thing in this situation. Yame isn't what we should be concerned about right now. Natsuki looks out the door. Does anyone know where Monika is? We can't exactly start rehearsing without her. I have no idea. I thought she'd be here by now. Did you tell her we would be here? She wasn't with us this morning, so maybe she didn't know. Oh, Sayori scratched her head. Looks like she's come to a realization. I guess I forgot to tell her. So one of you want to go there and get her? Sayori, are you serious? How did you forget something like that? Looks like we can take this opportunity to go and visit Monika and tell her that we failed. Sorry, I haven't been able to speak with her all day. The only time I could was during lunch, and I guess I forgot to mention it. You know, I assume she'd still be at the club room. If that's the case, then I won't mind getting her. I'm not sure about Nasi, but I left my things in the club room anyway, so if she's there, then she can help carry it over. Actually, now you mention it, I did leave my cupcakes there. Can you go get my things for me? I don't really want to go all the way there. Yurga's Natsuki and affirming not. Damn, lazy ass. I guess this all works out then. Do you want to bring Raven along in this case you need him? I don't think that'll be necessary. There's not that much to bring. But if you want to come along, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, sure, let's go. Yeah, let's go. I mean, I don't see why not. Like, because here's the thing, if we stay here, probably nothing's going to happen. Then they're going to show back up. Then Ayame's going to show up. I don't think we're missing anything if we go. Maybe Ayame shows up in our absence, but it's not like, we're going to do anything. This gives us an opportunity to talk to Maka, though. I'll just go in case you need me. Better safe than sorry, right? Besides, it's not like we can rehearse with just the three of us here. That's true. If that's what you want to do, then go ahead. We'll match without the two of you here. It's not like we can do anything here without all four of us saying, whatever, just don't take too long. Yuri turns towards me. Shall we go now then? The sooner this is done, the better. Yeah, this gives us the opportunity to talk with Mako, which I think is the biggest thing we need. After you. And again, we're back here. Yuri and I make our way to the club room at a pretty fast pace. She didn't seem like she wanted to waste any time. So we made our way here. I noticed the lobby room's filled with people. Most of them looked like they were discussing something pretty important. They were probably talking about inauguration day, if I had to take a guess. We eventually arrive outside the club room. No one seems to be here. There are people in the rooms in the same quarter, but no one in our club room. Looks like she isn't here. That's unfortunate. Where do you suppose she is then? I saw her this morning in the gym. I think she was meant to be practicing piano. It's possible she could be there. Maybe we should split. One should stay here in case she comes back in the Argo Gara at the gym. Yuri can stay here, grab all supplies. We can go to Monica at the gym. If we don't find her within, say, 10 minutes, we just head back to the club. All right, that sounds like. Suddenly, I noticed the door of the closet open in the club room. Nobody steps outside, but it definitely wasn't open when we got here. What is that? Do you have a different idea? No, the closet's open in the club room. It wasn't when we got here. I think someone's inside. Here appears in the club room, looking for a person that could be inside. I don't see anyone there. There has to be someone there, right? There's no other reason that the closet should be open. I suppose that's a valid argument. If the door is locked, then it was probably just left open by the class that was there last. So did the MC just watch the closet physically open? Or was it open and he only just now noticed it? He returns the door handle to the club, expecting it to be locked. Surprise, it opens. Monica's probably inside the closet. Well, there's only one way to find out. Here and I step into the club room, looking around. We don't see Monica anywhere. She's here. She must be in the closet. Monica, hello, are you in there? The meeting's in a different room. So you were supposed to tell you, but I guess she forgot. There's no response to either of the things we said. I don't think she's here. She will have responded to what we said. Yeah, let's just take the things from the closet and leave. So what are you two up to? Where'd you come from? Just literally teleporting on the screen? Monica appears from behind us, causing Yuri to jump. Monica, where did you come from? I was outside the club room looking for you guys. I went here looking for all of you, but none of you were in here. Were you just inside? How did you suddenly get outside? What are you talking about? I was outside when you guys walked in. She was in the closet. Raven said the closet was closed when we walked past. Then it was suddenly open when he looked again. Oh, all right. So he did watch it open. Oh, that's probably because I was in here before. I saw what I can only assume was Natsuki's and your things. I guess I didn't close the closet properly. It just opened by itself. That does make sense, I suppose. What a coincidence. What about you two? How come you're the only ones here? We still have to do our rehearsals, So Yuri didn't get to tell you, did she? Tell me what exactly. 9 minutes to move our meeting to another room. It's in a more secluded spot. Yuri, though, thought it would be easier to rehearse and seen as less people would be seeing us. We came here to get our stuff and look for you. I actually saw Sayori at lunch. She didn't mention anything. But whatever. What's done is done. So what room are we actually practicing in? And her saying what's done is done. She assumed that we said the kill words to activate the kill switch, but we didn't end up doing that. So we didn't end up doing that. So she doesn't actually realize that it's not done. I don't know what classroom exactly, but I do know how to get there. Before that, we should grab things in the closet. That's the reason Raven's here, after all. He was meant to help in case you weren't here. That's not the true reason. Okay, you two, let's get stuff and get to rehearsals. Yama's probably waiting for us right now, too. Okay, so it wasn't some sort of kill switch. But then I'm wondering what those words actually are or what they do. Because here's the thing. Either the mysterious man is lying to us, in which case, I don't understand, why he would lie to us. I legitimately don't think he would. Either that or I'm naive, but I just feel like, I trust him more than Monica and Sayori at this point. They're being less secretive. Him and Ayami, right? Ayami's coming to me today. I wonder where she is. Thought she would have ended up here. See, as no one told her we'd be moving rooms today. Maybe she forgot to come here. Some army matters to attend to. She's a leader after all. She's not here and there's no use waiting for her. I know we don't have a lot of time for rehearsal, so we have to make use of the time we do have. Let's just grab the stuff and leave already. Monica has a point. Let's get going. Okay, let's head back. There were 3 bags in the closet. 2 of them belonged to Yuri and 1 to Natsuki. Carrying one of the bags Yuri brought. Monica's carrying Natsuki's. To be honest, I don't think it was really needed after all. The bag Yuri gave me was pretty light, and I can only assume the R1 was too. She probably just wanted to give me something not to do, so I wouldn't feel useless. Also, just the opportunity to get to speak with Monica. But it's a shame we couldn't get better space for practice. Being in a classroom means we're limited to the space we can use. Because this day, there really isn't a lot of free space. It's like there's an extra period of school because of how many rooms are being used. In fact, there's probably more rooms being used than there is during normal school hours. How come? Since it's the end of school, I would have thought there'd be less classes. That's usually the case, but today's special occasion. The amount of people in the room is less because it's a club. Okay, yeah, that's true. Most clubs don't have any members since there are students in a class. Some clubs are even using one room. Damn, greedy ass. Of course, there are some exceptions. But we just notice where we're heading. We're not going to those classrooms, are we? What the fuck are, I don't know. What are you talking about? Those classrooms? What does that even mean? You're going to have to be more specific, Monica. I'm not sure what you mean by those classrooms. The old senior classrooms here, the ones that aren't really used much. More than half the classrooms aren't even used for club space. You know the reason that's the case? The classroom we went to this morning seemed perfectly normal. It seems like a waste of the school's resources to just have them there. That's the thing. It is a waste. The school doesn't have enough students anymore. Seem to be losing some every couple of years, but not gain anymore. If I remember correctly, we've been losing at 4 students every year. But that shouldn't be the case. The school should be gaining a steady influx of students as the people in their senior year leave. Notice how she said 4. What a coincidence. 4 students, 4 girls, 4 people in the reincarnation club. It's all adding up. In fact, 4 choices in order to activate the kill switch. Yuri thinks for a moment before coming to a sudden realization. Wait a second. How do you even know this information? Is there some sort of school history we're unaware about? Oh, I think I've said too much. Just forget I said anything. Let's just get to the classroom. All right. So good thing we got this information. Good thing we ended up going to look for her. Are you hiding something from us we should know about? If it has something to do with the school or the club, then we should know. No, it has nothing to do with the club. You shouldn't worry about it. Are you sure you don't want to tell us? If keeping this information yourself is hurting you, then it's fine, Yuri. You shouldn't have said anything to begin with. Can we just get on with it? I think it's best if we just leave for now. Yes, you're probably right about that. That doesn't mean I don't want to know anymore, though. Okay, if we're finished here, I'd really like to get going. How much time we have left? There's almost no time to do even one rehearsal. So come on, you two, let's get moving. The 3 of us walked into the room carrying the bags. To our surprise, Yami's already here talking to Sayori Natsuki, but obviously there's nothing productive coming out of that. But apparently Monica was expecting a Yami, so I just have no idea what those words mean then. Hey, if Monica would have told us, then we would have been able to make a decision, but I assumed it was a kill switch based on Ayame and the mysterious man. Did one of them get here while we were gone? Wait, what? Oh, what do you mean did one of them get her here? Probably Sayori. That must have been it. There's no way she would have known to be here otherwise. Or she just showed up. Oh, you're already here and with everyone else too. Everything else too. You know, Sayori, Monica puts down the bag she's holding onto one of the desks. You really should have let me know we'd be in here. Sorry, Monica. I promise it won't happen again. I just completely forgot that you didn't know. Just be sure if you ever decide to do something like this again, since you'll let your vice president know. Well, no harm done, I suppose. Step to the time to rehearse this play. Monica turns towards Yami and gives her a curious look. It's strange that you got here before me and Yami. Are they already going to get into a fight? What do those words mean? Like, here's the thing. This is on Monica. Like, she really blundered. Yeah, she really dropped the ball in this one. She really blundered. Yeah, because here's the thing, right? Both Monica and Sayori both, they're so goddamn secretive. Like, they're so goddamn secretive. Because here's the thing. If they weren't as secretive, like, if they just gave the MC the information he needed, even if it ends up causing a sentience, which I want anyway, so that's another side bonus, then I would have went through. If Monica told us what those words meant, I would have went through with it. But she didn't, and I assumed it was a kill switch based on the knowledge I had, the information I had, and apparently that wasn't the case, so who knows what it was? I don't. She knows. We don't. And I've also noticed that going through the mod over time, we've gotten less information as the player, like less and less as the mod's been going on. So, yeah, as we've been going on. So, I mean, I don't know. I've just kind of like, I don't know. Honestly, if I'm thinking, I'm probably just going to end it here. I guess we could go and see what it was. We could if we really want to, but I don't. And yeah, like, honestly, I think I'm just going to end it here. I don't want to view their argument because I think that's clearly where this is going. And I need some time to think too. Because either we made the right decision in saving her or the wrong one. Like, basically, the entirety of Inauguration Day probably hinged on that one decision. So I guess we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here just because I don't want to deal with their argument now. Like I already had to make that choice of, and yeah, I chose. Well, first I confirmed that those were what those choices were with the first and the second, and then went the fourth and the third saber. But I guess we'll see. We'll see. Again, at this point, all I want is the MCA gain sentience, so that's all I really care about. But yeah, I mean, I've got nothing else. So yes, yeah. So yep, that's it for this one. See you in the next one.